Uh, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope everyone is well and enjoying your life. Okay, so like let's head back to the video. Okay, to the topic because the video is going to be long because I've brought some like big programs to like my what to say the homework, not homework, like the preparation programs that I have prepared. Okay, so those are long programs, so that will take time. So let's go in. So today is going to be the second July video. So before going further, let's start with the introduction practice. Okay. So hello everyone. I am Muhammad Arham and I am from India. I am currently pursuing BCA, Bachelor's in Computer Application from Manipal University, Jaipur. And and I'm a maker at heart. I love building things. I love making things and trying new things. I love making things that help others and help me in my life and in my daily activities, and also like just try new things. Okay, and I also like no, learning and trying new skills. Maybe it is in the field of studies or in the field of sports or languages, etc. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so that's for the introduction. So let's head back. So today is Monday, 27th of July. Okay, so yeah, like almost the whole July is over, and this is the second video. So yeah, the courses like for the additional like own courses, or to say like the courses which I like to do, so I have put them in pause. Uh, because exams are starting from 1st of August. Okay, so that's why my second semester exams. Okay, so yeah, that are on the pause. But for the university preparation, as I've told you that, as I've said you in the earlier video that we will be preparing for the data structures and algorithm lab. So yeah, that's these are the. Wait, I forgot to put the bracket here. Yeah, so these arrays, first program, then the linked list, second program, and the stacks and the queues. These are the four programs that were in the data structures and algorithms lab. Okay, so let's head back and I will show you what are the programs and what are the topics in it. Okay, so just wait. So yeah, this is the thing. This is the program. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yeah. So let's start. So this is the array program which like I have we have what to say like condensed all the topics in one program, you can okay, so the array suite, yeah, array suite. So first we included all the libraries, okay, like the files and all needed for the IO stream, like the input and then the vector and the C limits and then the algorithms for like sorting and all. So yeah, using the namespace standard. Okay, then the helper utilities or the helper function. The first function, printing the array function, it takes a vector in its argument, and this is, see, this ampersand, so this is like an alias for the array, so it is passed by reference, not passed by value. Okay, so the array will not be copied, it will be like pointed, it will be pointed to the original array. So that is the thing. And if the array is empty, so just print it that the array is empty and return. And next, just run the loop for int num in the array. See out the num, like for each element in the array, element is like num, you can say for each num in the array, see out num, like print the num. And then at last just print a line. Okay, so that's the print array function. Then this is the question 3. Okay, the core 2 pointer in place reversal helper. Okay, so yeah, reversing the array. So this is the helper function for reversing the array. Okay, so void yeah reverse array helper. Then again, the array is passed by reference, then the starting point from where you want to reverse, and then the end. Because see, we use this like starting and the end because to like reuse this function, because we can have directly like just put the array in the argument and just reverse the whole array, then yeah, it would be like okay, but then the reusability of the function would have broken because for the starting and the ending, if you put, then we can like reverse the array, reverse half of the array, or reverse like two or three elements of the array. So the reusability of the function. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, so while the starting is less than the end. Okay, so yeah, while the starting is less than the end, swap the array starting with the array end. Okay, yeah, while the array starting is less than the end, swap the array starting with the array end, and then the increment the start. Okay, so yeah, the start will be incremented and the ending will be decremented. So how? Yeah, like starting, if we keep starting as 0, 0 will become 1, and end if like 5, then end will become 4. Okay, so yeah, like swapping. Yeah, okay, so got it. So in like the time when the starting and the end will become like the same, that time the loop will break, I think. Yeah, that's the thing. See, I would have like shown you in a a graphical, what to say, not a graphical, but in a canvas. You can see like writing and showing that would be like more interesting for me also. But the time limit and all for the exams, because the time is less. That's why let's okay just like let's go through it. Okay, in the individual lab components. Okay, these are the functions. Okay, like different functions. So the next is the extrema scanner. Okay, so yeah, void find the extrema. Again, array passed as a reference. If the array size is less than 2, okay, if the array size is less than 2, that is like, and there are only one elements, so array must have at least two elements for second largest tracking. Okay, and the smallest element is int max. Okay, so yeah, int max is like 2 billion or something. I don't, yeah, see the 2 billion something. Okay, so int max is like that. So any number in the array will be less than the int max. Okay, so like it will be just the first element will be marked as the smallest. You can say like that. Okay, and the largest is int min. So the minimum that an int data type has is like minus 2 billion or something. No, minus something. Okay, yeah. So that is the minimum, like the most minimum that an int can store. Okay, so like the first element in the array will be like become the largest, yeah. So and the second largest will be the same, the int minimum. So what is this doing? This you can say is like it is just taking the smallest and the largest and the second largest element as the first element only. Let's see the maximum. The first element will be less than the maximum, so it will become the smallest. The first element will be greater than the minimum, it will become the largest, and the first element will be also greater than the minimum, so it will become the second largest. So that's the thing. And like see, if you had put 0 or like something more like 100, or then maybe like if the smallest number we would have put 0, then maybe the number would have like -1. And if the largest we had put like was something, what to say, like 100, then a number would be greater than 100. Okay, so that was the issue. So we used this what to say, this idea. Okay, yeah. So then the loop for int num, again the same for int, like each element in the array. If the num is smallest, if the num is less than the smallest, then update the smallest. Okay, smallest will become the num. If the num is greater than the largest, okay, then second largest will become the largest. Largest will become the largest. So that the thing that was in the largest would be stored in the second largest, and the largest will become the num. Okay, okay. See, if the number is greater than the largest, then of course it is large. It is the largest number. So, but what happened of the largest? The largest will be stored in the second largest. That thing, I know it's confusing, but yeah, just like going to the things. Then again, the inside else if condition. If the number is greater than the, like see, If the number is not greater than the largest, then this will come here. If the number is greater than the second largest, okay, so yeah, it is greater than the second largest, but is smaller, it is smaller than the largest. So if a number is greater than the second largest and the number is not is equals to largest, then the second largest will become num. Because see the because largest is also greater than the second largest. Okay, but what happens here? The largest number is equals to largest, so this will like become false and it will come out. So it is better like if you don't check this, then the largest and the second largest will become same. You can say okay. So that's the thing. So we are checking like yeah, the number shouldn't be is equals to largest, and then the second largest will become the num. Okay, then the C out. Just one doubt I have there is that is greater. Okay, okay. That's the thing. I was thinking like, why are we checking for the largest? Like, if the number is greater than the largest, then it will come out from here. Okay. So yeah, like if the number was greater than the largest, so it would have been here. But if the number is equals to largest, then it will come here only, obviously. So that's why the check is there. Okay, so that's the thing. And we are printing the smallest, largest, and the largest. If the second largest is equals to int min, see out second largest does not exist because we have set the int min only, okay, as the second largest. Else see out the second largest number. See out largest, second largest. Okay, okay. But in an array, will there not be a second largest? Like, see, largest will be there. Okay, if two elements are there, then like one on two. So two is the largest and one is the minimum, like the smallest. Yeah, so second largest not exist also. Now question 4 and 5. In place rotation, that is like shifting, you can say, rotating the array. Again, passing the array by reference in K. So K is the position of like how much we want to push the elements or rotate the elements. And then the bool left, like you want to rotate left or right. Okay, so yeah, so I have to bring feelings in my voice, you know, pitch, volume, and expressions. So that's I'm practicing with. So first taking an integer n and like getting the size of the array dot size. Okay, we got the size in the n. If n is equals to 0, that means array is empty, right? Array dot size is equal to 0. If n is equals to 0, return. Oh yes, that's the thing. So we are returning because n is 0, that means array is empty. But if not, then what is happening? K is equals to K modulus n. So like if someone enters 100, then it should be bounded between the array size. Okay, so that's why we are using the modulus to bound the number of shifting within the array size. Okay, that's the thing. So the remainder will come. Okay, and so that the K is not greater than n. That's the main thing you can say. Yeah. If left. So if the bool is left, like if the user selected left, so this is actually you can say a formula you can say, yeah. Like we are calling the reverse array helper the same function and giving the array. Okay. Then like first start from the 0 position to k minus 1 position to the like to the kth position you can say, and because minus 1 because yeah it starts from the 0, that's the thing. And then again reverse the array from k to n minus 1 position. Like first reverse the first half of the array from 0 to k minus 1 position, and then the second reverse calling reverse the second half, like from the k to n minus 1 till the last. Okay, from the k to last, and then at the last reverse the whole area from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, that's the thing. And for the right is same, like reverse first from 0 to n minus 1, like first reverse the whole array from 0 to n minus 1, then reverse the from 0 to k minus 1, reverse the half of the array, and then reverse the array from k to n minus 1, then reverse the other half. That is like a kind of formula you can say also. The whole, then half, and then half. Okay, and for the left, like half, then full array reverse. So that was the reverse function. And then the duplicate, yeah, finding the duplicates function. So this is the question 6. Finding duplicates, but find duplicates, the array must be sorted, I think. Yeah. Okay, so finding duplicates for an unsorted array. So the order in the function. So again, we are passing the array with the reference. Okay, then okay, so the array is passed as the reference. Then we are storing the array in a temporary what is temporary variable or temporary array. Yeah, sorry, but not variable, temporary array. And there, okay, so here see the array is passed as unsorted, but the array is then sorted here in the function only. So we are sorting. So this is the algorithm like the we are sorting the array temp like from the beginning of the array temp dot begin. So this is the array temp dot begin to temp dot end. So the array will be sorted from the beginning to end. Then the duplicates like the duplicate elements will be like this will be this string will be printed. Bool found is equals to false. So we are setting a variable found that is to false. Now and then running a loop for size t. Okay, so size t is a data type which is used for size. Okay, because see here we are using size. Okay, so size returns the you can see size returns numbers in size t data type. Okay, so that's the thing. Like so we are declaring like a variable I of data type size t, and so because the I is compared with the temporary dot size, which is like the same data type size t. So if we had like kept the I for int, then it would have like a mismatch or something like that. The size t I is equals to 1. I should be less than temporary dot size. Okay, that's the thing. Then increment I. So if temporary I equals to temporary I minus 1. See, if we have sorted the array, okay, so like the array was 1, 2, and 1. Okay, let's imagine 1, 2, and 1. So after sorting, the array will become 1, 1, 2. Okay, so the whole like the elements that or duplicate elements will become next to next. Okay, so like they will become consecutive. We can say consecutive. Like the duplicates will become next to next. Yeah, that's the same thing. So you are checking that only. That if the temporary I like the I is 1, okay. So if the second element, so 1 is like the second element and 0 is the first element, okay. So we are checking the second element with the first element. So if the temporary I, that is the second element, is equals to the first element, then check for like to say the the third element also. I think wait, if I is equals to 1, okay, or temporary I not equals to temporary I minus 2. Okay, okay. We have checked the second element with the first element. Okay, then we will go and check that if I is equals to 1, or like if I is equals to 1, then also it is true. So we'll go here and see out that temporary I. But or like if temporary I or the I, like if what to say, if the temporary I is not equals to temporary I minus 2. Okay, so if this element, the element which we are in the current iteration, if that like the third element is equals to should not be equals to the second element. Like no, the third element should not be equals to the first element. Because see, if we take an array example of 1 1 1, okay, like see 1 2 1 1, okay, so we are sorting the array first, so it becomes 1 1 1 2, okay, 3 1 and 2. So now if we see this loop, okay, temporary I is equals to I minus, okay, I minus 1, and let's take I as this time let's take I as 2. Okay, so we are looking at the third element and this is the second element. So 1 1 1 2, that is the first, second, and the third element are same. Okay, so the second element is equals to the first element, the second element, the third element is equals to the second element, so it becomes true. But what we have like printed the first one also because it was also same. Okay, so like I hope able to make you understand the thing. Okay, so like the second and the third element are same again. first and second element are same, so it will be like printed, one will be printed, and again the second and third element are same. So for that we are checking that if the temporary I, like the third element, if it is equals to the first element, then don't print because we have printed it in the past. Okay, that's the thing. I hope you have understood it. Otherwise I would have shown you in the, what to say, in 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 like by writing in a page, okay, like a digital page, okay, the time complexity, yeah. We check that, and if it is like okay, then we are printing the duplicate element, then a space, then we are setting found is equals to true. Then the found will become true. Why we are setting found is equals to true? Okay, so this ended, found becomes true. Again, the loop will become for the each element. Okay, okay, found is equals to true. Found will become again true. There is no loop. Okay, for last checking. Okay, yeah. Like if no element were found as duplicate, then of course the found will be false only. So at the last we are like if not found, if nothing found, then see out none. Okay, that's the thing. And the see out and L. Move to the seventh question. Like how many? Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So like we are in the last only. The seventh. What is in the seventh? Yeah, seventh is like the remove duplicates sorted. So removing the duplicates from a sorted array. Okay, so the array is already sorted, and we are using the two pointer in place modification. Two pointer in place modification. This is kind of a tricky function, you can say. So again, passing the array with reference, and if the array is empty, then return int unique index. Okay, so unique index is 0, tracks the position of the last unique element found. So it tracks the position of the last unique element found. And again, running the loop. Yeah, again, running the loop, size t I is equals to 1, I should be less than array size I plus plus. If the array I, okay, array I, that means first element, no, the second element of the array is not equals to the array unique index. See, the first element, like the zeroth element of the array will be a unique only. So unique index is 0, yeah. So the first element will be unique only. We are checking that if the array I, like if the second element is not equals to the first element. If the second element is not equals to the first element, second element is not equals to first element, then uh, okay, if the first element is not equals to the second element, that means the second element is also unique. So increase the unique index number. Okay, so that it is increased, and then the array unique index, that is a new array, I think, like that. Okay, no, no. So in the same array, the array unique index is equals to array I. So that element is then just like put it in that place. Okay, like the duplicates will be removed from this line. Okay, because see that the elements will be updated of the older array. This is also the see array is all the same array, but the index will be updated because see again this is for the this function is for the sorted array. So the duplicates element will be by side, okay, like consecutive in a line, okay, like 1 1 2. So if we had like same example 1 1 2, if the array first element 1 is, if the array first second element 1 is not equals to array unique index. So what is the unique index here? So unique index was 0. So yeah, 1 is equals to 1. So it would have gone out of this if condition, and then the I plus plus would have made 1 from 2. 1 to 2. Okay, and so now it is in the third position. So array third position, that was 2. So array third position, that was 2. If 2 is not is equals to array unique index, and now unique index is the same, 0th element. Okay, so the first element. So if the third element is not is equals to the first element, so yeah, 1 is not is equals to 2. So unique index will be incremented. So unique index will become 2, the place where 1 is stored. Okay, remember 1 1 2. So the second element is also 1. So now the unique index becomes 1, and the array unique index, that is array's second position, will be updated to the array I, that is the third position, that was 3. That was 2. So array will become 1 1 from 1 1 2 to 1 2. Yeah, that is the thing. And then at last we have, now the array becomes from 1 1 2 to 1 2 2. Okay, so now we have done all the things, and then we are like resizing the array, that the array shrinks to its unique size. Array dot resize unique index plus 1, because the array started from 0, so it will be resized to 0 plus 1, that is 1. So if there were two elements, that then it would have become 0 and 1, that is 0 and 1. So it would have became 2. Like the Okay, so wait. Size means if 1 1 2 was there, then it will become 1 2, because see, 1 is equals to 1. So it will not be, then in place of 1 it will become 2. So 1 2 1 2, and then because see, I was in the last position, so again the loop will not run, and till the size of the unique index, it is unique. That's why it is cut from that position. Okay, so that's the thing. I hope you all can understand. Okay, so it's like, yeah, like mental power. I'm also feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Okay, so I have to more three programs are left. What should I do? Should I leave this only array, or let's see. Okay, now finding the missing number from 1 to n. Okay, we'll see that in the future. Int number in passing the array as a reference, then the int and the number to like the is the yeah, the last, like from 1 to n. Okay, so n is like the last number from 1 to we are finding. So again, long expected sum. So this is again a formula to find the missing number. Okay, this is the formula, long n into n plus 1 divided by 2, and then we will get the what to see the missing number from it. So yeah, the we are using long because the sum it can become too large. So that's why long, converting the n to a long data type from int. Okay, then multiplying it. First, this the type conversion is done. Then the n plus 1 is done. Okay, then this is multiplied. Then this is divided by 2. Now the actual sum is 0. Let me, I'm feeling sneeze. So yeah, this calculates the expected sum. Like if the number was continue from 1 to n, then this will calculate the expected sum. And this is the actual sum, we are calculating using the loop for int num in the array, then actual sum, like add the num in the actual sum, and then the return the expected sum minus actual sum, and this will return the missing number. That is the thing. And then the ninth question, merging the two arrays. Okay, so this function returns an array. That's the thing. It's taking a reference of yeah, the array, and then the reference of the second array. So then what we are doing, we are making a new array merged. Okay, declaring a new array merged, and the size I is equals to 1 and j is equals to 1. So two variables I and j to be 0. So while I is less than array size, j is less than array 2 size, and array 2 size. if array I, both of the arrays are sorted. Okay, so it will be like array 1 and array 2 are sorted. So it will be like 1, 2, and maybe 3, 4. Okay, so that's the thing. So what we are doing first, we are running a loop until both the I and the J are like fill their size, like till both of them are true. So that if one of the array is like finished, then this loop will be like this loop will break. So we are checking if the array 1 I is less than is equals to array 2 J. That is the if the array I element or the if the array 1 element is less than array 2 element, what we are doing, we are pushing the smaller elements. So array 1 array 1's element is pushed here, okay, in the in the merged array. So this is pushed in the merged array, else the array 2 element is bigger. So else the array 2 element will be shorter, like it will be smaller, because we have checked here. So array 2 element is pushed back to the merged array. And then, like, if the loop broke, why? Because the area size, one of the area size is finished. Okay, so that is only why what we are checking. While I is less than area size, merge dot push back the area. So if like area two size was shorter, so all the elements, now the elements are left. Some elements are left in the area one, so that will be like pushed in the area, in the merged array, like all the elements in the in the last. Otherwise, there might have been like the array 1 was finished earlier, so array 2, all the elements of leftover elements of the array 2 will be pushed in the array once, in the merged array. Then we are returning that merged array. And then the question 10, finding the pair with given sum. Like a number will be given, and you have to find from the array like which two pair can add up to give that sum. Okay, so that's the 10th question. How to do it? In, yeah, find two sum of function, and then the array, like the what to say, the see here a copy of the array is passed, not a reference. Okay, so yeah, a copy of the array is passed, the target number is passed. Sort, again the sorting is done. Array dot begin to array dot squeezing requires sorted array. Squeezing requires sorted array. So yeah, we are going to check from left to right. So as sorting is done, so the left elements will become smaller and the right elements will become larger. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. That's the thing. And left is equals to 0, right is equals to array size minus 1. Left is equals to 0. Left is set to 0 and right is set to array size minus 1. Because three elements, then the size is 3, but actually there are 0, 1, 2, 2. Yeah, two elements, like 0, 1, 2 index. So that's the thing. Bool again found is equals to false, while left is shorter than right. So we are starting from left and right until the left and right both become same. It is shorter than right. And the current, a variable current sum is equals to current sum is also array left plus array right. Okay, we are adding up. If the current sum is equals to target, if the sum became the target, see out, like print, pair found, array left and array right. These are the pairs. And the line. And a found becomes true. Left will be added, right will be subtracted. Left, so left will be added, that is from 0, it will become to first element. And right will be like from the last element to the second largest is second last element. So keep looking for other pairs. It will keep it will keep looking for the leftover pair, like other pairs. Otherwise, if this condition isn't true, otherwise, else if the current sum is smaller than the target, that means the current sum became shorter. So we have to increase the left so that the number becomes larger. Okay, so one becomes two and all. That's the thing. Like if you increase the left one, two, three, like this is an area one, two, three. Okay, so left was one, and then if you increase the the left element becomes two, so it becomes larger. Okay, else otherwise, yeah, the current sum will be greater than the target. So like the current sum became too large, so we have to decrease it. So we have to decrease like one, two, three. If the right is three, then we are decrementing it, so it becomes 2. Okay, so now the sum will become 2 plus 1 will become 3. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so if not found, at the last we are checking that if not found, see out, no pairs exist. Okay, so we have completed all the functions on all the things. Now let's go to the main function, the main like the composed where we have composed all the things. The main function again, this is the vector like an a custom or a default array we have made like vector in the working array, dynamic array. Yeah. So 12, 3, 1, these are the elements. And again, int choice a variable to do these until while. Okay, so it will keep on going like this. Okay, like in the ultimate array suit, and then the finding the smallest, largest element, blah, 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 all those things. Okay, now there's a switch case for the choice. Okay, so yeah, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are seeing these are the choice number. If we enter the choice 1, then choice switch choice case 1, find the extrema working array. So this is the working array. So this will pass in the extrema. Break case 2 reverse array working array. It will go from 0 to the working array dot size minus 1, from 0 to size minus 1. Okay, and it reversed case 3 int k bool left. See out, positions to rotate enter positions to rotate, like how many elements to shift or rotate. So it will be stored in k. Then rotate left 1 for yes, 0 for right. Okay, so yeah, see in left out, rotate left 1 for yes, 0 for right. Okay, or see in like right. So left will be left is like you can see a default thing, but we if we enter right, then it will become false. Okay, it will be stored. Wait, see in left. Oh yeah. The left is actually bool. So if we enter, wait, let me clear this up. Got it. Okay, so this is the user input will be stored in the left. The left 0. 0 means left will become 1. That is left will become true. Left is like kept as the default. So true is true, and then the become right. Okay, that is the thing. Is for the duplicates from beginning to the end. Know the duplicate elements. Move the duplicates and duplicates from first sort, and it is it's and there's on the and then make a 6 in array 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is like a array. Well, yeah, finding the missing number 1, 2, 7, 8 to both the arrays 8 targets 8 the sum target equal to array reset. So the 0 is for the array suit default invalid option. This is the final choice equals to 0. That is the choice 0 now while choice not equal to 0. Keep running this whole thing to here 0. Last in the main program like return the 0. The Just 35, second largest 34. Was the area you can see 12, 33, 1, 3, 35, 110. Okay, this is 1, 35, and the second largest is 34. Check for the duplicate elements. The area was, see this, 5, 1, 10, 34. The duplicates are removed. There are 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 10, 12, 12, 34, 35. Okay, the thing. Oh, so that is the thing. Video will become too long, so let's had planned to do all these courses, the link list, the queue in one video, but uh, to shoot the first program only, it took like half an hour. Okay, so now I'm thinking like maybe in another video I will try to show the one by one all the three programs. Okay, and in the meantime, like I also get the revision, and like I also it is good for me also, like I learn how to speak and like how to explain and all. Okay, so that's the thing. So yeah, the video has gone like 41 minutes. Yeah, so that's the thing. So let's keep it for today, and let's head back to our this word. Yeah, so yeah, I've shown you the area one. Okay, so maybe like right. Okay, I will write later. So that's the thing. I've completed all these four programs, like 90% completed. Yeah, one more time I will do the revision and I will be good to go, inshallah. And then the next is I am going to do is the database management system, like they're querying the database and the PL SQL language, the procedural language SQL query. Yeah, that's the thing. They're selecting from the selecting data from the database, and the data definition language, DDL and the DML commands and all. Okay, data manipulation language commands and all those things. So I'll be doing all those things. So that's the thing for the what to say the courses and the Chinese learning. Yeah, again I paused because all the pressure and all. For the sports, calisthenics, yeah, handstand 5 seconds, not doing consistently. Otherwise, how I would have achieved it. Okay, so not taking it serious, being truthful. Push-ups, pull-ups. Yeah, today is the strength and the calisthenics day. So yeah, inshallah, I will be doing today all of the things. And then the football, not a friendly match. To like yesterday, I had a match. Okay, like a professional match, you can say. Yeah, like there were audience and all. Okay, so yeah, pressure, handling the pressure and all. Okay, yeah, football match. But I can write like oh, handling, learning to handle the our team reached to the semi-finals, and there we were out. Like we lost in the penalty shootout. Okay, like I shot in the right corner from my side, right corner, and it struck on the what to say the crossbow, or not, yeah, the top of the bar. Okay, and then the ball like dropped in on the ground and it went out. Okay, so the goal wasn't there. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. Learning to handle the pressure and the audience and all. Okay, that was thing. Martial arts sometimes, yeah, again shadow boxing and all. Okay, and it is paused. So so that's all the updates till now. So thank you for listening. Jazakallah khair. And sorry, be happy to say enjoy your life. Okay, learn new things, try new things, and help others. I think others is also a kind of what to say. I think that makes people hurt. But yeah, it's natural, kind of selfish. Like a selfish behavior comes in between. But leaving all those aside, okay, don't focus on the evil things. Just do your work. Okay. So yeah, that's the thing. And Jazakallahu khair for listening. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let's meet in the next video.